O'Brien.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Tommy O'Brien, coming to you live from TFNN Monday afternoon, just after 3 p.m. Eastern Time, and we got markets selling off a bit. S&P's right now off just over 0.5%. We're off 36 points, trading at 68.41. NASDAQ 100. We're off by 0.6%. You see the sell-off for most of the day. We got a little bit of a bounce from about 12:30 up until 1 o'clock, and there, more pronounced selling, and every time we get that selling, you get some volume. 1 o'clock, we had some volume down there, almost 24,000. Let's jump over again. Get to those lows. Yeah, you're talking about 7,200 contracts on the active. Jump over to the Dow right now. Dow off about 0.6, and the Russell leading the way, still in the green, up by 0.1%, up by 2 points at 25.26. We jump over to yields. So Wednesday's Fed Day. The market right now, about an 87% probability that they're going to cut by 25 basis points. But yeah, over the last couple of weeks, we got higher yield coming at you. And you're right back at this critical area. Okay, this is the lower boundary going back 3 full months, right? That was the lows of September. That was the lows of November. That was the lows of later November. And we're below all those levels. You just hit a low of 112.02. And you got lows out here at 112.06. And we're at 112.085. And you're probably going to do some volume today. You're already at about 1.5. Yeah, 1.5 million contracts on the 10-year. We jump over the dollar. The dollar just looks weak. Okay, even as you have yields rising, you have the dollar pushing this lower level right now, and the dollar's trading up 9 ticks at 99.08. And yeah, let's talk a little bit of Warner Brothers. So, it's been a heck of a few months to be Warner Brothers shareholders. We're up another 4.8%. And this deal that Paramount offered, you're talking about $30 straight cash, yo. Straight cash. I would take that over cash and stock and the risk of Netflix of that deal getting done. $30 a share in cash. Warner Brothers, $108.4 billion. Seems like the people going after that company think that that brand can better perform than how it's performing right now, even though that CEO, and hey, maybe he had something to do with this deal, but they're going after it. He's going to get paid. They're all going to get paid. $108.4 billion. Investors deserve an opportunity to consider our superior all-cash offer for their I believe they do. Why would they not? What's going on? I want to see the movie that comes out of this one, man. Show me Ellison. Our deal's happening on the Hawaiian island, right? The whole deal. But yeah, on the front, Warner Brothers will carefully review and consider Paramount Skydance's offer. According to a statement, the board is not modifying its recommendation regarding the Netflix bid. Whew. And yeah, Netflix, streaming, and the studio business, the whole company, the number at 108.4. I mean, the devil's going to be in the details somewhere. Because otherwise, why would you take ever less? It's going to be a battle, man. And it is on, and the market's reacting today. So Paramount's valuing the spinoff at about $2 a share with the divested networks before the planned merger. Bloomberg estimates the cable channels are worth $4 for every share, making the Netflix bid higher. Oh. Look at this, right? Both bidders are likely to face an extended review by regulators. I would say that it's going to take a year and a half easy. And no matter what, I was talking about this morning, which is remarkable. So worst case scenario, the deal doesn't go through. Now, this throws a wrench in things with this type of an offer, and maybe they even up it from here, right? But worst case scenario, Netflix is going to have to pay a breakup fee of about $5.8 billion. But they tie up HBO Max for a year and a half, 2 years, right? That they aren't able to make any major moves. They can't pivot in any real way. Doing a deal with them versus Netflix, right? Are you going to do a deal with Netflix or are you going to do a deal with HBO Max? Well, they can't do any big deals. They're in this lock period. They're getting purchased. They can function as a business to maintain that equity and the value. But nonetheless, we jump around to some of the other streamers. Disney. Look at that. Disney catching a bit, up by 2.5%. Comcast down by 2% with the market right now. All right, we'll keep our eye. Let's jump around to tech. Here's some volatility for you. Now, there's a round table going on. Was that a spike on the round table? Might have been. There was some buying in there from 188 back to 184. NVIDIA's up by 1.1%. Let's take a look at this thing. It's going to take a tall order to get above this November 20th. And you got the next day, the 21st. Look at this. The high from the 21st is 184.56. We're at 184.55. How about that? So we're right at the high from November 21st. And you're coming into this day when they delivered on earnings and then gave it up. Right? They delivered, opened dramatically higher, and you ripped lower all day. That's the bar you're trying to trade into right now. Amazon off by 1.1. Microsoft has some decent support around this low from November. You're talking about 470. And then you got a nice bid December 3rd as well, but that was really selling. Yeah, 470. We're trading at 489. Microsoft. Look at the daily, though. We're going to be short on volume on this bounce, man. Look at this. Only got about 12 million shares. We just traded 22, 22, and 34, and we're doing 12 today. Let's see a little bit more volume on that one. Google shares, well, you're pulling back and you're doing it with more volume than last week on Friday, that's for sure. But still, nothing too remarkable on a pullback here. You're trading into all this strength on the gap higher from November. Salesforce down about 0.5%. We jump around to some other equities. You got Uber shares up 1%. Check out that channel on Uber. Gotta go back. Talking about from the run, 3 straight years. Well-defined channel line, especially in the last couple of years. The upper boundary, the lower boundary. We've bounced nicely. Got Uber up by 1% on a negative market day. Lyft down by 1.6%. We jump over to Tesla. Tesla, negative with the market, up by 3.8. Some of the other fan favorites, Palantir. Boy, that CEO, he had himself a DealBook Summit. See that video? Palantir, down by 0.6%. Stay tuned, folks. We'll come back with our man Steve Rhodes. Always a great segment. Don't go away. We'll be right back.